Representative Nancy Mace had a complete meltdown on Tuesday night after Senators Tim Scott and Lindsey Graham both threw her under the bus. What exactly happened? Well, there was an incident that recently happened at the Charleston International Airport. Last Thursday, Mace reportedly berated airport police, calling them, quote, effing incompetent, in a rant that one officer said would have been addressed if she was any other person in the airport acting and talking the way that she did. They were not happy with her. Mace also reportedly stated that security would have never treated Tim Scott this way. She then defended her outburst, of course, by saying that she would not tolerate, quote, mediocrity when it comes to airport security. You want to talk about mediocrity? Everybody who voted for you is having to tolerate your mediocrity. All right. Now, that said, Nancy Mace, she's running for governor, and her primary opponent, South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson, decided to pile on. You know what he did? He trolled her by giving airport police and TSA food from Waffle House and Chick-fil-A. Some delicious trolling going on there. I love it. I'm in favor. Especially, of course, Waffle House. Everybody knows what happens at Waffle House. All right? Just saying. Now, after that, of course, things escalated further when Tim Scott and Lindsey Graham jumped into this fight. In fact, here's a statement on Facebook that Scott wrote. Quote, for reasons that are unclear, Representative Nancy Mace invoked my name during and in the aftermath of her situation at the Charleston International Airport. So let me be clear on a number of points. I have used that airport since long before I was ever in Congress, and every interaction I've had, without exception, has been positive. The women and men of the airport police are professional, courteous, and go beyond the call of duty. Because I have lived with death threats for longer than I can remember, the airport police do take extra security precautions, for which I am grateful. I follow their lead, do what they ask, and respect the many responsibilities these officers have to balance. I have gotten to know many of them personally, and never try to miss a chance to express my gratitude. Those who know me know that I do not use profanity in public or private. It is never acceptable to berate police officers, airport staff, and TSA agents who are simply doing their jobs, nor is it becoming of a member of Congress to use such vulgar language when dealing with constituents. Not only are these officers sworn to protect us, but we also take an oath to represent them. We work for them, not vice versa. For those who want to invoke my name, please have the courtesy to note my actions and how I treat police officers, TSA agents, and fellow travelers with the respect they deserve. There's more. Lindsey Graham then released his own statement, saying, quote, I concur with Senator Tim Scott's statement when it comes to the men and women who provide security at the Charleston International Airport. I have had similar personal experiences and have had nothing but positive, respectful engagements with the police officers and TSA agents who provide security for the Charleston Airport. Charleston International Airport is a world-class visitor gateway and vital to the Low Country's economy, and it's worth investing in. Proof of that commitment, over the past 4 years, I directed almost $40 million in funding to Charleston County and the airport to improve road access and overall operations. This was a good investment for the Low Country in particular, and South Carolina as a whole. The men and women I have encountered, from security to airport leadership, are professional and diligent in the performance of their duties, and I am honored to represent them in the U.S. Senate. Not exactly controversial takes from either of them, but Nancy Mace, however, did not exactly take that very well. In fact, she released a tweetstorm saying this, quote, the establishment is in panic mode. They are doing everything they can, including falsifying police incident reports. Like, where's your proof, bro? To stop us. And it's not going to work. If they can't find it, they'll just make it up. They'll do everything they can to destroy us. They're coming after me because I will always stand up and fight for you. You know what I say to all that? Good luck, and may the best conservative woman win. Hold the line. She then added in a video post this.
If you haven't already figured it out yet, they're coming after me because I am sticking up and fighting for you. I'm going to be the anti-corruption, pro-law and order governor. I'll also be the pro-airport safety governor, too. Never forget, they're coming after me because I am standing up for you.
Okay, sure. Sure, Nancy. Sure. Now, the tweets kept coming in. In fact, one of them even implied that Lindsey Graham is gay. Funny. She said, interesting, Lindsey Graham all of a sudden wants to talk about women. Hold the line. Another one said, let me be very clear for anyone who was confused. Real men protect women. And then added, punching down, shaming, and attacking a woman with thousands of death threats is a wild take. Why are two men with a half dozen personal security guards everywhere they go offended by a woman who has been assaulted for her beliefs and can't get the same security and very much cares about the safety in the wake of Charlie Kirk and Donald Trump getting shot? Odd, fascinating, weird. Let me say this very clearly. Real men protect women. You know, the irony of all of this is that Nancy Mace literally supports a rapist for president. What happened to real men protecting women? What happened to women protecting other women? Nancy, do you support a rapist pedophile? I'm just saying, like, come on. Wow. Look, this woman, absolutely, completely unhinged. Okay, and look, we've known this for a while. This is not exactly a surprise, okay? Look at the way that she treats her staff members. I remember doing a lot of stories about how she consistently berates her staff, okay? And always wants to be in front of a camera. She always wants to be center of attention. She is a narcissist, okay? It's always been about her, okay? Always been about Nancy Mace first. I mean, you can see the way that she treats airport staff as well as her own staff. I mean, it really reveals who Nancy Mace is and who she really cares about. And it ain't you. And again, I want to know what you think. Please leave your comments. You know, if you haven't already, please give me a like and a share. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.